Yeah, so we're gonna do shifting side to side and relax as you do that. And so it's just lovely, peaceful rocking. We're on the lake this morning before there's any disturbance in the lake. What lake you say? I say your imaginary lake. Okay, and so we're just swinging around and relaxing a little bit. And yeah, and we're going to bring the arms up a little higher, and we're just going to create kind of an infinity sign with them. Yeah, and we're kind of swinging through the knees as well, so the knees dip a little bit as the arms come up. And down we go, and up we go, and down we go. It feels good already. Down we go, and up we go. Down we go, and up. All right. Okay, we're going to stop here for a second. We're going to cross the arms, so we're going to do a little breath thingy. So we're just going to lean on over, push your hips back, sweep the floor with the arms, and inhale. Relax as you come up. And exhale on the way over. And then come up again with an inhale. And then exhale as you go over. And then come up again with an inhale. And exhale, go over, and up one more time. Up we go, and inhale. So I'm mixed up because I'm trying to figure out my camera thingy. And I may end up just letting it go. Anywho, there you go, that's a good start. I want to come in on the shoulders and the chest. Okay, and we'll but we'll continue there. And you're going to massage in your chest and your pec muscles. Okie dokie. And come over into the crease. I want you to move your elbow around as you're pushing in with your fingers. So that's going to move the tissues around underneath your fingers. And that's a good thing to do. Yeah. Yeah. So if you just kind of push your fingers in almost and keep them in one place, as you move your arm around, that's kind of a nice technique. Okay, and then you're going to move your fingers over onto the anterior deltoid. So we're now off of the main body and we're on the arm. And just going to push around in there. You're going to relax your neck as you do that. You can actually move your head around a little bit just to relax your neck. And then come into the shoulder and the medial deltoid on the side. Yep. And then, it's hard to reach in the back, but if you can, go ahead. And just kind of grab and pull the tissues back there. Okay, coming back to the arm now. Be on your bicep, okay, and just kind of push that muscle around a little bit. Then come down on the elbow. And kind of maybe just use your thumb and come in to the medial joint of that particular elbow. And then follow it down into your forearm. Let's move your hand in kind of a figure eight pattern if you can, just nice and slow. It's a little awkward as you're pushing in with your other hand, but let's see, maybe it will work. Trying to relax your hand. If you just kind of press into your forearm with your thumb, you're going to feel all sorts of stuff happening underneath your thumb as you move your wrist around. So fascinating. Okay, then let's stretch out your wrist just a little bit. Take hold of your thumb as you do that. Thumb, thumb, thumb. Yep. And you want to come all the way down to the tips of the fingers. Shoulders down, relax your shoulders down as you do that. Okay, let's check it out, do it on the other side. So coming in on the chest, push around, push around, push around. Yep, and come in to the joint crease. Yep, and here's that idea where we can make a circle with the elbow. Just press your fingers in there as you move your elbow around. So, potentially your fingers aren't moving, they're just kind of feeling what's going on as the elbow makes it circle. Okay, that's good. And then migrate over to the anterior deltoid and push around in there. Yeah, you can scrub-a-dub it, or you can use your fingers and push. And then come to the medial deltoid. So that medial deltoid, you can't really scrub, or at least I can't because I can't reach it. But I can squish it with my fingers and mush it around. And that's a nice thing to do. Okay, and I'm gonna really try to reach around and come onto the posterior deltoid and just push around in there. Yeah, so that's a big reach to get to the back side of that shoulder. Okay, which may be difficult to get to and not a problem if you can't. If you need to get there, some other time, you can just use a lacrosse ball against the wall and get into that space. Okay, coming into the upper trapezius. So right on the ridge of the shoulder coming into the neck. And now what I want you to do is roll your shoulder, okay? Yes, yes, yes. And I'm not moving my fingers. I'm just pressing in, and the muscle is moving underneath my fingers because I'm moving my shoulder around. That feels really good. You can change the position of your fingers and keep going. Okay, and that's all I'm going to do with that kind of technique. But I'm still going to work on this side and just kind of push around as the trapezius, the upper trapezius comes up to the neck. So I'm going to just sort of migrate from where I started and just work my way up the side of my neck, kind of coming up behind my ear just a little bit. Yeah. And then I'm going to come just a little bit forward of the very ridge. And side bend my head away from where I'm stretching or massaging, and that can feel really nice. Okay, going to do the same thing on the other arm. Shoulder, essentially. So upper trapezius is where we're pushing. And you can do as we did on the first side, is just press your fingers in and then roll your shoulder around. So the tissues are moving around underneath your finger, underneath the pressure that you're exerting in that space. Yep. So it requires a little effort to press the fingers down. Okay, that's not bad. All right, I'm going to stop doing the shoulder circles and just migrate my fingers towards my neck. So just follow the ridge. The ridge, the ridge. You're out hiking and you're on the ridge top. And just follow it up. Right up to behind the ear. Yeah, see how it all feels. If it feels good, awesome. If it feels awful, probably means you need to do this more often. Okay, and then I'm just gonna migrate my fingers forward of the ridge and push around in there. So you can sort of just follow your fingers wherever they lead you. Just don't push in too hard in the soft area. Okay, good, good, good. One more thing here is just to come to the back of the head, at the base of the neck, or base of the head where it turns into a neck. Okay, and you're just going to push around in there a little bit. So you're going to feel that hard, bony skull, and come down just a little bit below that into the softer area, and push around in there, and you can kind of just roam around back there, see what you find, and that would be awesome. Be great to do this carefully every single day. Usually time is too short. Okay, and that's fine. And now what I want to do is just roll, alternate rolls of the shoulders, and we can shift to one side with that and shift to the other side, and it's just nice and smooth, nice and smooth. Nice and smooth, yeah. Put as little effort, as little exertion into it as you can. So what we're trying to do is allow the tissues to soften up. Now we're going to turn this into a big backstroke. Sweep the arm, and sweep the arm, and sweep the arm. Now slow that down just a little bit, and really feel the tissues open and lengthen in the chest, and open and lengthen in the other chest, and open and lengthen. And if you go nice and slow, you might even feel it come down into your bicep. A little bit of lengthening going on there. And if you flex your hand back, like this, you'll get a nice stretch all the way down to your forearm and your wrist and your fingers. So right now my hand is flipped this way. As I go out, I turn it open. All right, so it's turning open and turning open to really, really enjoy the stretch. Yeah, and lengthen, and lengthen, and lengthen. Last one right here. Okay, roll your shoulders around. Bring your attention to your spine at this point. Yeah, so we're not just really rolling the shoulders around. We're working your thoracic space on your back a little bit too. And relaxing, relaxing. Trying to loosen up. Okay, and I'm just going to move my head a little bit. If doing that makes you dizzy, I suggest you don't do it. But if it feels okay to you, you could let your head move. Okay, then we're going to do something that Em likes to do. We kind of did it earlier, where we swoop down and come down to the other side and swoop with your knees, swoop with your arms, swoop with your knees. If you want to use both arms at the same time, I actually like that better. And relax. And so as your arms come up, it's a continuous loop, okay? It doesn't stop and then retrace its path. It's an infinity sign. And so I want you to get the sensation that as your arms reach the top, they actually become weightless. And now they start to fall down on the other side. If you feel that, that indicates that you're really relaxing. They're up there and they fall down the roller coaster and fall down the roller coaster. So it takes a little effort to push them up, and then they kind of fall. A controlled fall. Nice and relaxed. You'll get a little bit of action in your thoracic spine as well, where your ribs are on your back, because we're doing a little bit of a rotation. And find that point where your arms are weightless and then they just come down, and they just come down, and they just come down. Yep. Couple more. Keep breathing, keep relaxing, and that is fine. Okay, we're just going to go into our usual rotational stuff. So going from one pillar leg to the other pillar leg, but now that we've worked through those shoulders, meaning your shoulders, see if you notice that as we do the swing, that your shoulders feel a little more different, comfortable, something. And then we're just going to go into our usual rotation. Let your arms kind of be more relaxed than they might usually be. Okay? And get all of the tension, all of the muscle contraction out of your arms. And they're just going to come around and gently slap you. No, they don't want to slap you. They just want to come around and touch your body. All right, keep going, and let's try to relax even more as you do this. So you're shifting from one foot to the other, and that's where the energy is. And what happens up above is just as a result of what you did down below. So again, put no effort into what you're doing in your shoulders. Just relax them. And let the muscles go. Yeah. Now, as you do this, I want you to notice if you're able to turn more easily one way than the other, or if in fact you just are. rotating to one side more easily or further. Okay, I just want you to notice that. You don't need to correct it, but it's usually going to mean that something's inhibited or something's a little stuck or you're dominant on one side. So just try to let everything go and see if the sides end up matching themselves. All right, let your arms be really heavy. Let your shoulders really just drop down and relax. Check out your breathing. Letting tension just get out of yourself. Okay, excellent, excellent, excellent. We're gonna stand with our feet together, no space. Okay, and stand up nice and tall. And check that out, that you have equal weight on either foot, okay? Yeah, and that you're just relaxed, yet up nice and tall, okay? So notice if you're swaying, or are you settled and comfortable, yet without tension, okay? Yep, all right, and then from here what we're gonna do is bend the knees just a little bit, so they're a little soft. And I want you to turn your hips to your right. Yep, and then come back. And then turn your hips. And then come back. Okay, so figure out or understand that it's your hips that are turning and you're not pulling yourself from your upper body. You kind of drive from your legs and your hips. And it's not really a drive, but that's where the energy is. So you turn your hips. All right, don't turn your head quite yet, Barbara. And then you turn your rib cage. And then you turn your shoulders. And then you turn your neck. Okay, and we're just going to hang out here for a second. See if you can find this position. Your knees are soft. Your arms are just hanging. And you're in a little bit of a twist. And get rid of tension. Okay, the head comes out of this. The shoulders come out of this. The rib cage comes out of this. The pelvis comes out of this. Okay? That's the deal. Okay, we're going to try to do it. We're not going to try. We are going to do it on the right side once more. So we're standing. We're neutral. The knees are a little soft. You're going to turn your hips to the right. Turn your ribs to the right. Relax your shoulders. Turn your shoulders to the right and turn your head. So I'm seeing behind myself at this point. I'm not forcing. Don't overdo this. Don't force it. And then the head comes out. Shoulders come out of it, rib cage comes out of it, hips come out of it. Now we're back to neutral, right where we started from, okay? Nice and relaxed. No tension in your shoulders. All right, you're breathing well. Next, we're gonna take this over to your left side. So we're gonna turn your pelvis, turn your hips, okay, and just stay there. Relax, relax, relax. Relax your legs as well. All right, and then bring the pelvis back to neutral. And then we're going to do it again, and we'll continue the spiral. So we're going to turn the pelvis. We're going to turn the ribs. We're going to turn the shoulders. It's all from your spine, so I'm not pulling with my arms to get around. It's just spinal. And then I'm going to turn at my neck. And then I'm going to come out of that, neck out, shoulders out, chest around, hips around, and I'm back to the start. Okay, now I have to figure out how to do that without tension. Okay, so we just relax, relax, relax. Alrighty, no tension, no tension. Or do your best. Okay, we're going to turn our hips to the left. Then just continue your spiral. I'm not going to give you so many words. And then come back out of that. Do it again. Spiral to your left. Turn your pelvis, ribs, shoulders, neck, and come out of that. One more time to your left. Turn your pelvis, turn your ribcage, turn your shoulders, turn your head, and come out of that. Okay, now what I want to do is go to the right and then to the left. Relax, relax, wiggle yourself out. Okay, we're going to the right side. 3, 2, 1, and we turn the pelvis, and then continue your spiral. And we come out of that. Turn your pelvis to your left and come out of your spiral. Turn your hips to your right and look over your shoulder and come back out of that. Turn to your left. Relax. Remember, the idea is not to force this. And then come out of that. Turn to your right once more, hips first. And turn, come around, take it back to the other side. And finish it up back at the beginning, back at the start. Okay, excellent. What I want to do now is clasp your fingers together. Okay, we're going to turn your hands inside out. And we're going to flex your spine. Don't overdo it, but there's a little tail tuck and you're feeling maybe a little stretch in your low back. As a matter of fact, let's use the hands and come into that space and push, push, push. Just massage anything that feels like it would like it. Your upper fibers of your glutes are a good target here. Your low back is a good target. Okie dokie. And then we're just going to stand up and just sort of reorganize. Now we're back to where I had started to take you. We're going to clasp your hands. You're going to flex your back, tail tuck under, and push your hands forward. Okay? So if you're able to see me, you'll notice I'm not pitched forward. My shoulder, my hip, my ankles are all vertical, lined up. I'm just pushing. Push my hands away, push my back in the other direction. I'm getting a nice stretch behind my shoulders, shoulder blades, that is. Okay, and then I'm gonna come up, and I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna flex my back and just guide my hands out. Don't overdo it, just do it like half effort. And then stand up, and then push out, and then stand up. And one more time to go. And push out. And then stand up. Great. We're going to go back to the shifting with the arms. Okay, just for a minute, just to relax. Shift with a big arm sweep, arm sweep. Remember how I mentioned that you could use your wrist and stretch into your wrist as you do that? So wrist opens, open your chest. It's nice and slow. Open your chest. Work your wrist a little bit. Yep, so stretch the wrist out, stretch the wrist out, stretch the wrist out. Keep it going. Couple more, couple more. Now, if you're working on your wrist and you're generating effort into your wrist, try to now relax it and just let it open without forcing it. Just let it fly. Nice and soft. Your fingers are nice and soft. You're breathing, I hope. Yeah, and you're just relaxing in your shoulders. We've got a nice rotation happening in your chest. Yes, indeed. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, we're gonna do figure eights, or whatever this motion is, with the wrists. And now, I want you to relax your wrists as you do it. So sometimes I ask you to really push into an end range. I'm not asking that right now. I'm just asking you to let your wrists relax. Relax, relax, relax. Alrighty. Okie doke. Put your weight on your left pillar. Put the left arm up in the air, okay? And we're gonna do a little side bend. No, you don't have to be on your left pillar. Put your weight on both legs. And let's put both arms up. I forgot what I was doing. Okay, and then from here, we're just gonna side bend to your right. Over we go, and then I want you to just reach. You can turn your torso. No rules here, just a little bit of a lengthening. Don't force it, and then come back straight up. Okay, we're gonna do a couple more of those. So a little side bend, and then a reach, and then come back. A little side bend, and a reach, and then come back. And two more times. Just lengthen, don't force anything, and come back. And relax. Here's our last one on this side. And come back. Let's go to your other side. To my left. 3, 2, 1. Side bend and lengthen. And come back. Side bend and lengthen. And come back. Side bend and lengthen. And come back. So there's 3. 2 more. Lengthen. And come back. And lengthen. And come back. Okay, good. Arms can come down. All right. We're gonna, with minimal effort, we're just gonna reach up to the ceiling, okay? You'll get a stretch coming down into your rib cage, okay? So we're gonna reach up and reach up on the other side and reach up. Make sure you're breathing. Don't overdo it. And you can just kind of flex your wrists a little bit. That's a good opportunity for that. Up you go. And up you go. And we're still working on these little side bends as well. You probably noticed. And alternate sides, alternate sides, alternate sides, alternate. And that's fine. The arms can come down. Okay, good. We're going to get into hip circles next. Okay, so we'll do hip circles and we'll take a moment for a drink of water. And then you can come back. Okay, so separate the feet a little wider than hip width. Okay, and then just push your hip to one side and swirl it around. Now, we've done a lot of relaxation and movement, soft tissue work on the upper body. So see if you can maintain that relaxed state in your spine, in your shoulders. Shoulders are just kind of hanging. Yep, in your neck. Yes, yes, yes. So we're kind of a floppy doll. Yep. Without losing control. So you don't want to just kerplunk over. Let's go the other way, folks. Around we go. Around we go. Around we go. You can actually stretch in your back between your shoulder blades as you come around. Okay, a couple more. And that will do you. Okay, why don't y'all take a drink, a little sip of water, and then come back. I think I'll do the same. Okay, excellent. All right, we're gonna put our weight on the left leg and we're just gonna take a loop and touch down, okay? That's all. So I don't want you to struggle too much with the balance. If you wanna put your hand on something for assistance, go ahead. I just wanna loosen up this hip that we're moving around here, okay? So I'm on my left pillar and I'm gonna loop-de-loop and touch down. And I'm going to touch down each time. Usually I ask you not to because I want to challenge your balance. But now I just want to keep you relaxed. So we're just going on a loop-de-loop and touch, and a loop, and touch, and a loop, and touch, and a loop, touch, loop, and touch. Let's change legs. So you might notice that I'm not raising my knee up to do this, but you can if you wish. I'm just trying to take the easy way out just so I can relax. Okay, but it's fine to lift the knee higher. Alrighty, so I'm on my right pillar. 3, 2, 1. And we're just gonna loop around and touch and loop around. There's 2, just doing 5. Loop around. There's 3. Relax your shoulders. There's 4. Loop around. And there's 5. So I want you to come back and just shake out your shoulders and see if doing that little balance challenge, you know, that was more challenging than some of the exercises we've done in terms of balance. I want you to notice if that brought tension back into your shoulders and your jaw and your arms, your upper body in general. And hopefully you did not tense up while we were doing that. So let's just take a minute and loosen up again. Everything can just wiggle around a little bit, just nice and soft. Nice and soft. Yeah. You can flex your back, tail tuck, whatever you want to do. Okay, I want to do those circles one more time. And I want to have you try to use even less tension, less exertion than you did on the first round, okay? So you're still staying relaxed. You're on your pillar. You're up nice and tall, but you're relaxed on that pillar, okay? Don't fight it. All right, and then we're just gonna do a little loop-de-shuffle. Whoops. And a loop, and touch. Check it out, stay relaxed. And a loop, and touch, and a loop, and touch, and one more, loop, and touch. So this pillar leg might have tensed up a little bit because it's holding you, but did you avoid tensing up in the rest of your body, or did everything go tight? So our goal is to work the pillar leg if we have to. Maybe you're so strong it doesn't really have to work that much. But you can use your glute a little bit on this pillar to give you stability. Relax, relax, relax in your upper body. All right, and breathe. Okay, so here we go. We're on the right pillar, and here we go, loop-de-loop. Around we go. Stay relaxed, and around we go. Stay relaxed, and around we go. Stay relaxed, and again. Yeah, and last one. We're relaxed. Great. Now, just come back into the swing. Okay. So any tension that you just accumulated in your body from that last exercise, I want it to go away. Get rid of it. Yep, arms are going up. They're up, and they're up. They're up. Up, body. There you go. All right. Okay, and then just shake out your shoulders. Move your hips around a little bit more. All right. Yeah, everything should be feeling really pretty loose in your back. Yep, good job. Let's take it around. Remember the exercise we did earlier where I had your feet close together and you turn your hips and then continued your spiral to look around? Do that. Check it out. Relax, relax, relax. Don't force anything. Just see where your body is. So we turn the hips and we look around. Bring it on back. We turn the hips again and look behind you and come out of it. One more time to your right. Bring it back. One more time to your left. Bring it back. Okay, excellent. We're gonna now get on the floor. Okay, so let's do that. We're gonna just do, once you're on the floor, we're gonna do relaxing figure 4 stretches. Okay, so we're down on the ground. And just lay there for a moment. Okay, and just check out if you can sink into the floor. I mean, not literally, but just see if you can relax into the ground. So your arms are relaxed, your fingers are relaxed, your shoulders are relaxed, your chest is relaxed also. Okay. Now what I want to do gently, gently, gently are pelvic tilting. Wow. So you're going to flex your back down, press down in your belly button, and then lift your belly button up, or arch your back, and then push your belly button down, and lift up. Push your belly button down, and lift up. Belly button down, and up you go. And just keep that rocking motion going for a little longer. Relax your neck. Ideally, the movement that you're doing at your pelvis is going to affect your whole spine. And if your whole spine is affected, the upper spine is going to affect the head, your head position. So as you tilt, your head will tilt also, just because it's following the lead of the pelvis, not because you're making it happen. All right, so just relax with this and see what your head is doing. Breathing. And don't force it. When I start talking to you, then my head stops following my pelvis because I'm engaged with you guys. But if I'm on my own and I have a moment to think about it or to relax with it, then my head starts following the pattern of my pelvis. And anytime you have anxiety or tension, I recommend that you lie on the floor and you do some tilting. It's really rocking, it's kind of soothing, you might notice. All right, keep your right foot on the floor, take your left leg and just cross it tight over your right, okay? And then from here, we're just gonna let the knees sway to the right and to the left. It's just a little bit of an arc. You're not trying to crush over to the side. It's relaxed. Relax your neck, relax your back, relax your shoulders. And this is soothing also. Okay, so we're just doing a little sway. Now, as you do this, pay attention or bring attention to your pelvis and your legs. I want your pelvis relaxed. Often I'll ask you to engage your abdominals. This time I want you not to engage your abdominals. Bring your attention to your shoulders. Relax your shoulders. Check your breathing. And then you could sway your head side to side with the sway of your legs. Just nice and relaxed. No effort. Don't overdo it. Relax your shoulders once more. And then come back to the middle. Take your left leg away, put it on the floor. Take your right leg up, cross it tight over your left. And we're going to do the same thing here. So it's just a gentle sway with the legs. It's a small arc that you're creating. We're breathing and perhaps using the breath to help you relax, particularly on the exhale. Check into your shoulders again. They may decide to tense up if you don't watch it. So relax your shoulders, relax your fingers and your wrists. Now you can get your head to mimic the sway of the knees without forcing anything. Breathing, relax your shoulders, relax your neck, and we're swaying side to side. Yep. If this hurts your back, or you feel your back popping around, do smaller range of motion in either the neck or the leg arcing. Okay, that's great. All right, uncross your right leg, put both feet on the floor. We're going to do a traction stretch, but oftentimes we really stretch into that. This time, rules change. I want you not to exaggerate it. So, relaxing, relaxing, relaxing your shoulders. Real slow motion. We're going to take your right arm, right leg, and just lengthen them out. You can push away through your hip just a little bit, so your right hip is kind of pushing away from your rib cage. That's where any effort that you're using, that's where that effort would go. All right, take a breath in. And as you exhale, come back arm and leg to where you started. So I've just placed my hands on my belly, on my ribs. Okay, I'm going to do the same lengthening on my left side now. So I'm going to breathe in as I do that. Breathe in with the lengthening. Push your hip away and exhale. Go real slow with that exhale. Then I'm going to breathe in. Doesn't have to be real deep. On the exhale, come back to the starting position. And relax. Relax your shoulders, relax your hips, Relax your quads. We'll do the same again on the right. Take a breath in. On the exhale, reach out. Push your hip away towards your right foot. Take a breath in. Exhale as you come back to the beginning. Left side. Take a breath in. And exhale out as you reach. Take a breath in. And exhale as you return. That's really good. You're going to bring your knee up to your chest. Take a breath in as you do that. Inhale. I didn't give you which side. Let's do the right side. And then hold the right leg where it is. Don't strain. Relax your shoulders. And then lengthen your left leg out onto the floor. Okay? Try to relax that left leg. And we're just going to bring the right knee a little closer to your chest. And slowly, 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 we're simultaneously raising the foot and pushing your knee away to straighten your leg. And then we're going to bring the knee back to the chest as your foot comes down. And we're going to do several of these. Don't force the end range. Don't try to overperform on the hamstring stretch. Okay, raising the foot, push the knee out away a little bit. And breathe. Take a breath in. And exhale. Bring the knee back to your chest. Inhale as you raise your foot. Exhale as you come back to your chest. Inhale as you raise your foot, press your knee away, and then come back in with an exhale. Now, angle your right knee towards your right shoulder, so we're turning that hip out just a little bit, okay? And hold that position for a moment. I want you to breathe in, and then exhale out. And then breathe in. And as you exhale, I want to have you lengthen your leg out to the side. I'm pretty tight. My leg doesn't want to go all the way straight yet. Don't force. I'm not going to force. We'll get there. I'm going to bring my foot down, bring my knee back in to my right shoulder. Take a breath in. Exhale and lengthen into your knee. There it goes. That's better. Not totally perfect yet. Bring your knee back in. Inhale. And exhale, out you go again. See if things are softening up. Come back in. 2 more times. Lengthen out with your exhale. And come back in. 1 more. Lengthen out. And come back in. Change the angle of your knee. Pull it across your midline just a little bit so it's heading towards your left shoulder. All right, that's going to get into your right hip just a little bit. And just work that little bit of stretch. Don't overdo it. Okie dokie. Keep your femur on that crosswise angle across your midline. Take a breath in. And as you exhale out, I want you to raise your foot and straighten into your knee. And then come back in again with a breath in. Exhale out. Straighten your leg. Take a breath in. As you bring your knee back in. Exhale. And inhale. It's all slow with the breath. And exhale out as you straighten. And then inhale as you come back in. Awesome. Come back to the center. Put your right foot on the floor. Alrighty, the knee is still bent. I want you to bring your left knee into your chest. Then straighten your right leg. And just hold this right knee up, left knee up on your chest for a little bit of time. Relax your shoulders. All right. Take a breath in. Exhale and raise your foot and straighten your knee. Inhale, bring the knee back to your chest. Exhale, foot is up, knee is straight. Don't overperform. Come back down with an inhale. Exhale, up you go again. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, press it up. And inhale, bring it down. Just breathe normally. I want you to angle your left knee towards your left shoulder so that opens your hip up just a little bit. Stay put. You'll feel an inner leg stretch. Okay, just stay put there for a second or two more. Everything's relaxed still. Take a breath in. And straighten your knee, raise your foot as you exhale. And then inhale, the foot comes down. Exhale, leg straightens up. Inhale, the heel comes down. 3 more times. Exhale, leg goes up. Inhale, leg comes down. And last one. I think this is 5. Out we go. And then come back down. Change the angle of your left knee. Bring it towards your left shoulder. So your knee is angling across your midline. Hold that stretch, that pose. You'll get a little stretch going on in your left hip, in your butt. All right, and then take a breath in. As you exhale, raise your foot, push your knee away. And then inhale, bring your knee back to where it started. Remember, it's still angling towards your right knee, or right shoulder, sorry. And then exhale out, straighten, inhale, bend, exhale, straighten, inhale, bend, 2 more times. Exhale, straighten, inhale, bend, and exhale, straighten. Here's our last one, and come back to where we began. So you can place your left foot on the floor. Okay. Next, what I want you to do is take your right leg ankle and cross it over your left knee. All right, and I just want you to do some ankle circles. Actually, that doesn't feel so great. Let's bring the right knee up towards the chest again. And then from that position, I want you to just generate some circles, nice and slow. And they don't have to be big. Relax your shoulders. And we're trying to draw as smooth of a circle as we can. Let's reverse that direction. And again, as smooth of a circle, not an oval, not a square. Nice relaxed movement. Okay, I like that. Okie dokie, let's do the same on the left leg. So bring your left knee up. You can take hands behind your knee, behind your thigh, just to help hold the position. And then same ankle circle. Going around and around. Again, we're trying to smooth it out as much as you can with as little effort. So perhaps it's a small circle. And then relax as you reverse the circle. Going around. Think about the quality of the movement versus the intensity of the movement. Okay, there we go. Okay, we've got a few minutes to go. I want you to roll over onto your right side. Place your right leg out in front of you, and your left leg can stay bent. Keep it comfortable. You can support your head with your left hand if you want, or put a pillow under. And then we're just going to take this right hand on the floor in front, and we're going to glide it away from us, and you're going to feel a little stretch, maybe a big stretch coming behind the left shoulder blade. So we're going to reach it out All right, and we're going to take a breath in into the posterior rib cage on that left side. And as you exhale, we're just going to take hold of your sternum and guide your rib cage open. If your left shoulder is on the floor, you can unfold your arm. If it's not on your floor, don't do that. Just keep your fingers on your sternum. Take a breath into your left chest. And on the exhale, come back over to your front and just glide. Don't force, don't overdo it. And inhale. Exhale and open. Maybe you can rotate a little further this time. Maybe not. My shoulder's not on the floor back there yet. Just almost, but not there. Breathing into my rib cage. And exhale. Bring it back to the front. Stretch, lengthen. Inhale into the posterior rib cage on that left side. Exhale, rib cage rotation. All right, now my shoulder's on the floor. I'll open my arm. I'm feeling a nice spiral stretch. It's down in my hip, left hip as well. I'm gonna breathe into my left chest and exhale out. Relax, relax, relax. Breathe into your left chest once more. And exhale and relax. 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 Okay, just stay here for a moment. Just breathe normal. And slowly come out of that. And we're going to switch over to the other side. Okay, so you can just turn around if you want to watch the camera, or just flip over if you feel comfortable. Okay, so knees are bent. Then take that top leg, it would be your right one, I believe, and put it out in front. You can rest your head holding it with your left hand, or put it on a pillow. Take your right hand and reach it forward, lengthening behind your shoulder, and stay there for a little bit of time. Don't overdo it. Take a breath into your posterior rib cage on your right side. And slowly exhale, take hold of your sternum, guide your rib cage rotation, and if you feel that your right shoulder's on the floor, open your arm. If your right back of your shoulder is not on the floor, don't open your arm. Take a breath into your right chest. On the exhale, come back over and slide your right hand away. Breathing into your posterior rib cage. Exhale, rotate open, take hold of your sternum, guide the rotation in the spine and rib cage, and then let the right arm unfold. Take a breath in, and exhale. Breath in, and exhale, and relax, relax, relax into the ground. Alrighty, running out of time. Take a breath into your right rib cage once more. And exhale as you come over, and we're gonna slowly get up. If you feel lightheaded, stay put here for a short while. And if you're feeling good, you can just get right up. You can just get right up. Take your time though. And we're gonna stand. I'm going back up a little bit. Okay, so now you can't see my head. I'm gonna change that. Okay, so we're just gonna finish up with our usual breathing finale. Okay, so, all right, two choices here. If you're feeling like you're a little disoriented, a little head spinning, Just do a little curtsy as we do the breath. If you feel comfortable, we're going to do a complete bow and then come up. If you're going to do the curtsy, of course, one leg has to go behind, and you're just going to bend your knees down. Okie doke. So cross your arms in front. Okie dokie. And take a breath in. And exhale as we swoop to the floor. And inhale. Relax your shoulders as you come up. Relaxing, relaxing, relaxing with the exhale. Yep, inhale on the way down. Did I say that right? I think I said that wrong. There's an inhale on the way up, exhale on the way down. That's what I wanted. And then inhale on the way up. Arms are just floating, floating, floating. And exhale on the way over. And here's our last one. Inhale. Maybe do a little bitty back bend. And then exhale as our arms come down. Okay. And then we relax. And we shake it out. And we have a great day. And that's all we're going to do. So, awesome.